Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. This is Aamir. Welcome to yet another video from the Emerald Island. As you can see, I'm struggling a bit with light. It's late in the day. I had to set up an artificial light there. That's why you see this shadow and light reflecting on my face. I don't do makeup masks, that reflection. So if you're wondering why some YouTubers do makeup, so that is precisely the reason. Unfortunately, I don't do that. I am not at all, very knowledgeable about those things. But I think it would be good if I can invest in a better light and, just do some. Anyway, jokes aside, today we'll be talking about supply chain management only because a lot of people have been asking these questions. Also, let me take a moment to remind you about a price and about Amber Student. If you're looking for accommodation in Ireland, student accommodation, you can book it on Amber Student. The link is in the description. That is a sponsored link, and if you use it, I'll really appreciate it. And look up theaprice.com. Send us a text there if you're interested in studying in Ireland. Contact us only if you're not working with any other agent or consultant. We don't make a commission like them, so the universities prefer if we recommend students to them because it saves money for them. So talking about supply chain management, first of all, let me quickly tell you what supply chain management is. Now, SCM, as it is popularly known as in industries, it is the management of suppliers, starting from identifying the need of a supplier, to developing a supplier, to issuing a purchase order, to managing the supplier over the entire life cycle, and to make sure that there is an efficient and continuous supply in whatever processes are involved in producing goods. Now it's obvious that from what I've just said, you can make it out that only if a company is producing certain products, they would need to establish a good supply chain. However, in service sector, the role of supply chain management is not so big. Usually is the operations manager, or there would be an admin department that would take care of all their suppliers' needs. So primarily you can relate SCM to a product based company or in product industry. However, it's not that simple. If you look at the bigger picture, then every company establishes some kind of supply chain and logistics, which is also part of supply chain. I have not mentioned it. Now, if we apply this theory to Ireland, how many product based companies are there comes into question. The biggest product that is produced in this country is pharmaceuticals. So it is one of the biggest sector where the need of establishing supply chain management is considered to be very critical. Other than that, there is the retail sector. There is food industry and other consumables industry where supply chains play a very big role in every country, in fact not just in Ireland. So if you have ever wondered the role of supply chain management in any industry, then it's quite huge, and it is something that companies invest heavily in, both in terms of manpower and in terms of supply chain operations. Other than supply chain management, there are teams like production planning and control, and then there are teams like sales and marketing who play a major role in logistics. I'm not talking about direct operations, but in management of logistics. So even though supply chain management and logistics are combined by educational institutions, in companies they can be completely different departments. So another big role where SCM comes into picture is store management, and with store management comes new skills in picture. Things like FIFO, JIT, and I don't even remember that there is Lean, Six Sigma, and all those things. So like I just mentioned, that you have to find your niche when you go and apply for these jobs. So this is what supply chain management or SCM is. Is pretty straightforward, no big deal. Now very quickly we'll go to one of the biggest recruitment agencies website. I know someone who works there. I won't name it. That is the person who helps me research. Let me just type supply chain management in Ireland. Hit enter. So look at the first job. NBI supply chain analyst. 6 to 9 months fixed rate contract. Largest ever telecommunications. Okay, manage materials, constant interface. Okay, keep development, maintain client relationships, manage the day-to-day supply chain functions. Let's see the knowledge and experience required. Minimum 5 years experience in similar business analyst role. Degree or professional certification in supply chain management, business change management. Strong working knowledge of Sage 200. So this is something I totally forgot about mentioning. The softwares and the systems that are used in supply chain management. Sage is very famous, and SAP or any other ERP software. Now look at this: SAP SCM Business Process Engineer. This looks interesting. Degree in MIS Computer Science, Supply Chain Management or similar. Solid SAP Supply Chain Experience, SAP End User Experience, SAP SDMMFI Functional Skills. It's a very difficult field for fresher is what I can say. You're looking at the job. I mean, we are looking at the jobs right now. I don't see anything for freshers. So most of the students who are asking about this course supply chain management happen to be freshers. So I don't know what made you think it will be a good option, because it is clearly not. And I have said it very clearly in the past that don't target business courses, go for technical courses. It's a technical job market. Ireland has a very huge service based industry. I mean, of course there's a lot of production taking place, but I told you about building a specialty in niche, because all of these are niche categories. It's not an open to all industry here in Ireland. After looking at these jobs, I also feel that I must look at some courses as well. So I went to the website of the highly ranked university. Here is their course page: MSc Supply Chain Management, curriculum and learning. So out of curiosity, I just want to check what are they teaching in this course. Supply chain analytics. Oh, that sounds fancy. This module is designed to provide students with detailed understanding of supply chain operations and planning concepts and control decision making. In addition, students will gain proficiency in some of the advanced analytical features of Microsoft Excel. Okay, I'm so done with UCD. Some of the most overrated universities are these higher ranked universities. I don't want to name any of them. A lot of people don't understand. They just run blindly behind rankings, but rankings mean nothing at all. Master's courses generate a huge amount of international revenue for these universities. Now, every university is provided with funding from the government because they are public universities. However, this funding goes thinking that they provide good affordable education to European nationals. So it does not mean that with the funds they get from government, their operations are easy. So they have to make sure they are earning a profit, and that's where international students step in. Again, I think we have gone off track, but that's what it is. Some of the universities are not the best, but they charge a fortune. You blindly run behind rankings. However, you don't understand that these universities have attained these rankings without any contribution for masters. The only contribution masters is doing is money. Okay, so the bachelor's courses and the research that is done at these universities is what gives them these rankings. Masters really play a little role, and let's not talk about it further. So here it is, one of the best institutes in Ireland, IT Carlow. Let us go to their course page and see what they are going to teach. What subjects will I study? Lean manufacturing and Six Sigma. Communications for supply chain operations professionals, research project, performance management, supply chain, financial management, sustainable chains, research methods. So this is very practical. Their course content is very practical, considering that the classes would run only for 8 months, not even 8 months, because if you consider exams, there's a little period before exams when there are no classes. So it's only 6.5 months of classes that we are looking at. So if you're thinking that in that time you are going to enjoy the facilities and the charms provided by higher ranked universities, then I'm afraid you're mistaken. It is going to be a rat race. You'll only be running behind completing your assignments and completing your projects and all sorts like that. Coming back to the topic about supply chain management, so make sure that you get some proper experience before you get into this field. Otherwise, the job market is going to be very ruthless to you. There are a very limited number of jobs in this country. The rights of the locals are prevented by the labor test needs and other policies of the government. And people from outside Europe are only required in jobs that need skills which are not available in the country. Anyway, I hope you think more critically about your choices. The course is brilliant. Okay, if you want to have a good time in the classroom, I mean, with the modules that this course covers, you will have a lot of discussions within the classroom. Same is the case with courses like MSc in management. So if you just want to enjoy studying these courses, then I think they are very good. You should go ahead with them. But as it is, everyone is looking for jobs, and I hope you are prepared for the competition that you'll face. Not just competition, but also with the social challenges that come with trying to get the jobs which are more suitable for local people. So yes, good luck with that. If you have any questions, just write it in the comment section, and take care of yourself. Bye bye.